Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Ja Morant just ruined his NBA career in 10 seconds. Even though technically he didn't ruin his career, he's on his way there. Because honestly, this is strike two, bro. Like, I don't understand why guns just need to be flashed on the gram or social media. Like, typically, if you're about that life, people don't really flex about it. You feel me? And it's just, it's sad. The man is making millions, and he's kind of about to throw it out all the way just to show off for people. Like, man, I don't know, dude.
Ja Morant just did it again. He has actually gone and flexed another loaded gun on Instagram Live. No, this is not clickbait. Ja Morant is just the dumbest man on planet Earth. I'm genuinely speechless. I cannot believe he's gone and done it again.
You see how quick his man tried to move the camera. I don't know if Ja Morant purposely did that to try to show off yet again and forget, or if his man's was just trying to set him up. But then again, I can't say his man's just trying to set him up because he moved the camera. Because he's like, yo, put that away because you got in trouble for that the first time. But then again, as his man, as his friend, why are you on social media recording that about music that pretty much represents guns and violence? So I watched a video on from Cash Nasty, and he said that he's too influenced by music. It kind of pushes people to do stuff that you really don't think you should be doing, to be honest. But it's weird.
He's gone and done the exact same thing, like for like, same social media platform, heck, even the same rapper playing in the background. It's the same everything. In fact, this was worse. Way worse, because he didn't do it in the club when he was a little intoxicated. Nah, he's done it again, stone cold sober from the passenger seat in broad daylight. That's even worse. Take a look at the video. His friend tried to save him. He almost did. In real time, you can't see it. He then
it's on live, bro. It's already being recorded. And then the killers, bro. I'm sorry to keep pausing it. There are going to be people on social media who is looking to bring you down, bro. The fact that there's already somebody looking to record you. There's already somebody looking to put you under, bro. They're trying to put you out of the NBA. They know why they're on there, bro. For someone to record it, screen record it, which means they was already planning to get you. Because you can't really save a video from a live. They have to screen record it. So which means they were already out to get you. Because they knew he was going to mess up again.
In the background, looking like a guilty man. We are in the social media era. Nothing goes unnoticed. Because when you slow it down, you can clearly see Ja's holding a gun. I mean, this is just unbelievable. The Memphis Grizzlies season ain't been over a month. They just got bounced out by Bron and the Lakers in the first round. And Ja has gone and done exactly what he said he wasn't gonna do.
And the other thing I want to ask you, how do you evaluate yourself as the leader of this team this year? And how do you think you can grow in that area?
I just got to be better, with my decision making. That's pretty much it. Off the court issues, affected us as a, organization, pretty much. More, off the court and on the
I wonder
court,
why he got colored locks.
Just being disciplined on both sides, off the court, making better decisions, on the court, being locked in, even more. Being, a leader of this team, it pretty much, start with me. So, however, I attack, any situation, I know, my guys will follow. So, I just got to be better, in that area.
That was 2 weeks ago. You hear Ja acknowledging that he and the Grizzlies got to make better decisions and be more disciplined off the court. A month or so earlier, in a sit-down interview with Jalen Rose, Ja, when addressing the incident for the first time, said all of the right things then too.
When did you say, I'm going to do this and it's necessary?
Now that I made a, terrible mistake, being inside a club and, went live, I put myself in, a bad position.
You at the spot, Shotgun Willie's. You were holding a gun. And we both know how dangerous that can be. Whose gun were you holding?
Well, the gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type.
It's not who I am, and I don't condone it. Okay, so the first time I'm thinking, oh, he's genuinely serious about it. Second time, at this point, it's starting to get really hard to believe, bro. Like, that's strike two. You're already on strike two. I wonder what they're gonna do. But then again, Ja Morant is the face of the NBA at the moment. Not the face, but he's one of the faces. He's his clout game is going up so dang high that the NBA is like he's making NBA money. I ain't gonna lie, that's what they're doing. But the worst after strike three they could be doing is just kick him off the Grizzlies and he'll be free agent. I don't know if they're gonna kick him completely out the NBA, but it's a bad look for the Grizzlies. You feel me? Like, but it also that the Grizzlies may not win games if they don't play him. So it's kind of they're put in a position where they either have to release him or they have to stick with it with a bad image. You feel me? It's kind of rough.
Type of violence, but I take full responsibility for my actions. Made a bad mistake, and I can see the image that I painted over myself with my recent mistakes. But in the future, I'm gonna show everybody who Ja really is, what I'm about, and change it up.
Now listen, I had my suspicions back then. I had actually recorded a response video to that interview where I basically said that I think Ja was capping. I chose not to upload that video because it was quite a presumptuous take and I thought it'd be unfair to not even give him a chance to do better. Looking back now, I wish I uploaded it. Take a close look at that interview. Does Ja not give you like head teacher office vibes? When you've been caught misbehaving,
looks like script.
you're not at all sorry, but you're just saying what they want to hear to get out of trouble. Ja had that look about him that if he made eye contact with one of his boys in the classroom, he'd burst out laughing in the teacher's face. But with the whole world coming at his neck, I had to give him the benefit of the doubt, and continued to do so even when I saw behaviour from Ja that really didn't show much change. I'm talking about the whole NBA YoungBoy gimmick. Now Ja is a grown man, he can listen to whatever artist he so pleases. But in my first Ja video, I talked about the influence of music on my generation specifically. And to me, Ja looks like someone trying to emulate his favourite rapper, which is clearly NBA YoungBoy. Anytime you see Ja turning up in the club or in IG Live, he's listening to YoungBoy. It's to the point now, it wouldn't surprise me if he was one of them burner accounts commenting YoungBoy better under other rappers' posts. The conclusion I came to back then was that Ja was trying to be the young boy of the NBA. And I don't think it's a coincidence that in this new video, where Ja flashes a gun again, he's listening to YoungBoy. It's crazy because even NBA YoungBoy is aware of the influence that his music has on people. Now I see a lot of people running to Twitter saying Ja gotta find new friends, go and get better people around him, but regardless of whether or not that is true, I think that is a cop-out and a way of deflecting accountability away from Ja.
Yeah, because honestly, you really can't blame his friends for real, because his friends aren't in this situation because they don't have much to lose like he does. He has much more to lose than they do. And to be honest, there are a lot of people who listen to his music and don't do what he do. You feel me? And don't flash guns and don't try to show it off. It's really not that deep. Like, you can rock with the music, but you don't gotta show it off to people. You feel me? Like, you don't gotta show it on social media for everyone to see, because at that point, that's clout chasing. Even if that's not what you are, you're clout chasing. This just shows that you are. You don't have to show it off to everybody that you rock with NBA's music. It's cool. You're already one of the biggest stars. Listen to his music, but don't flash things like you're a part of that life. You feel me? It's not necessary.
In this new video, all his friend did was whip out a phone and go on IG Live. Ja Morant lives his life on camera. He's on TV every other
because
night.
I'm sorry to pause it again. His friend is just showing him that he's friends with Ja Morant. I don't even think he was purposely trying to put Ja Morant under the bus. He literally moved the camera. His man's just trying to say, yeah, this is my man's. I'm cool with Ja Morant. None of y'all are cool with him. But I'm cool with him. He got my back. I got his. But, it's really a choice thing of what you're going to do to show the people what you're about and who you rock with. You feel me?
He should know how to act. And if we're blaming his friend for going on Instagram Live, then we're thereby saying that Ja is incapable of being on Instagram Live without sabotaging himself. We're saying he is incapable of listening to NBA YoungBoy without waving his gun around. Is that what we're saying here? Because Ja knew he was on IG Live. Tell me, why is he holding his gun? It was one of the dumbest things I'd ever seen the first
Yeah, I don't know
time
why
he
he's
did
doing
it.
that.
And this time, it's so dumb, I'm starting to wonder if it's something else, more serious. Does he lack common sense? By going on
he just
Instagram
clocked
Live,
somebody.
he
Was
has
that
one
bull?
objective: don't flash a gun.
he got
It almost
hops.
cost
That's
you
crazy. I wonder how
everything
tall
the
he is.
first
He's like
time
6'1",
you did
6'2".
it. So make sure you don't do it again. What does he do? He goes and does it again. And look, the worst thing about both these incidents is that Ja isn't actually harming anyone. In that country at least, he ain't doing anything illegal. You're allowed to own, carry, and all of that.
Yeah, that is
Plus,
true.
the
He's really
fact
not
he got
harming anyone.
suspended, lost endorsements, was subject to all kind of abuse and trolling online. For something so stupid, the risk reward is in the mud. You gain nothing by waving that gun around. You lose everything if you get caught. And he still went and did
Jeez,
it
a 360?
again. I tell you what, Ja Morant should be banned from Instagram Live. If I was advising him, I'd have him delete the app point blank period. He cannot be trusted. And as for his circle and people around him,
I think his biggest punishment, as far as social media, it should be to have his account controlled, have a little security control, parental control, at least for some time until he's ready to allow his account to be open and be used for himself and by himself. At least until he's done. Like, that's the most you can do. Like, most of what he's doing is on social media. Like, everything else he's doing is on the court. Like, no one else knows what he does.
no Instagram, no Snapchat, no cameras, nothing when I'm around. If they can't comply with that, then they gotta go. People talk about dumb ways to die. That's the dumbest way to fumble a bag. The first time probably cost them 40 M's. This world isn't a very forgiving place. You're lucky if you get a second chance these days. Ja Morant got one and went and made the exact same mistake as he did the first time. Ja got really lucky. His suspensions were pretty light. His endorsements were only put on hold opposed to being cancelled. And I said in my last video, he can thank his boy Dylan Brooks for that. Dylan Brooks made such a target of himself that Ja actually got let off the hook because of it. Because when we talk about Memphis shortcomings this season, we ain't been talking about Ja like that. Dylan Brooks has been shouldering most of the blame. His antics have completely overshadowed all of Ja's wrongdoings. Well, I tell you what, that is about to change. Ja Morant has just undone any and everything he's tried to do of late to amend his reputation. The media and fans online are gonna destroy this man. I don't know what's gonna happen exactly.
That's literally the reason why they even screen recorded that live,
right
bro.
Here ends up costing him millions and millions of dollars. He could face a serious suspension from the NBA also. I guess maybe with the playoffs ongoing and it being so early in the off season, his PR team may be able to minimize blowback, have it swept under the rug and an afterthought by the beginning of the new season. Maybe that's the case, but I don't think so. It's the fact he's gone and done the exact same thing again. If it was a different incidence of stupidity, even something similar along the same lines, he might have got away with it. Not this. All that therapy, all that counselling he was talking about, it just looks silly right now. Ja Morant has not learned his lesson, and this time he could be done. It's crazy because Gilbert Arenas just said yesterday that Ja Morant should do this in the off season.
The most important summer of this man's career is this summer. He better lock himself in the gym, in the house.
So you need to do?
Huh? Yeah. Cut them drip. Come back next year. Yes.
That was good advice yesterday.
Good advice, but don't tell the man to cut his dreads off. You don't really need to cut him off, to be honest. It's not that deep. But listen, dude. Just stay away from the social media. If you're gonna go party, go party. Do what you gotta do. You're a grown man. Do what you want to do. But don't flash that you're about any kind of life. You feel me? Like, there are people who are miserable and broke and depressed, so they want to see you lose too. You feel me? They're gonna try to put you in a position where they have to make sure you're out with them and suffer with them because they just not hard working like you. You feel me? You worked hard enough to get to the NBA. Don't throw it all away because you want to be a part of a life that, well, even if you don't want to be a part of a life, don't show that because a lot of people are going to read that very differently, and that's what people are doing right now. Everyone's not in your mindset. Everyone's not the same. Don't put yourself in that position, bro. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. If you got music and you rock with the music, just don't have no gun around. At least feel me? It's already bad enough if you're throwing a gang signs. You feel me? But people in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are. It's BLKFinesse, we out.